Am I audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just brush up with the things that I have discussed yesterday. Today I'm going to deal with the instruction set of 8051. Yesterday I have discussed about the addressing modes of 8051. There are 4 types of addressing modes, which is nothing but immediate, registered, direct and indirect addressing mode. And the instruction set, I have just started the data transfer instruction set. Data transfer instruction set, we have move, move X and move C, which we have discussed yesterday. Move is for general data moves. Move X is for external data moves. Move C is related to code memory data moves. Code memory is nothing but read-only memory, ROM. Either it may be internal or external, but mostly it will be external code memory data moves. And number 2 is push and pop instructions. Number 3 is exchange instructions. And coming to the push and pop instructions, we are going to discuss about the push and pop instructions. So we are going to discuss about the push and pop instructions. So push will be followed by an address. This is the general format of the push instruction. Push followed by the address, pop followed by the address. Okay. Push and pop instructions are related to stack. Stack is nothing but we will be using the general purpose RAM. Stack is nothing but we will be using the general purpose RAM. And the register used for pointing out the stack memory location, it is nothing but the stack pointer register. It is an 8-bit register. The stack pointer register will be holding the address of the stack, and the stack will be decided by the user, or the user is going to define that which portion of the RAM memory that he can use it as a stack. So he is going to define the stack. He or she is going to decide which portion of the RAM memory to use as a stack, and then he is going to feed the stack pointer register with that particular memory location from which portion of the memory location can be used as a stack. So we will discuss this with a small example. You have an instruction called move 81, #30h and move R0, 0ACH, push 80h and pop 80h, sorry 01h, push 0h, 00h and pop 01h. And this is an 8-bit address because this is going to point out the internal RAM. And we know that internal RAM will be addressed by 8-bit. Okay. So push 81h. Before that, I hope you remember the yesterday's class. What is 81 memory location? What is 81 memory location? Could you able to see this? Memory location 81 is what? Which register? It's the stack pointer. It is the stack pointer. Am I audible?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. 81 address is nothing but stack pointer. Okay. So what is this? What is this first line? Quickly tell me. If I'm telling move 81h, #30h, what this 81h represents? This is a
Address.
this is the address. So the 81, and we know what is 81h. 81h is nothing but stack pointer. It is nothing but stack pointer. And what you're doing here? Move 81h, #30h. What is the meaning here? What is this pound symbol represents?
Ma'am, value of
That is a data. That is a Data.
Yes.
So what is this move? Move 81H comma hash 30H at the end of this execution of this instruction. What does this 81H, which is nothing but stack pointer, will have the value of
30H.
Be louder.
30H. 30H.
30H. So stack pointer will be having 30H. Okay, meaning that the portion of the memory that the user is defining is he can use it from 30H of your RAM memory. That is the meaning. Am I right? That is the meaning. So from 30H he can use it for stack 30, 31, and if you go on and on, he can use it for a stack. He has defined stack pointer as 30H. Now, after this, what is the next instruction? Move R0 comma hash 0 ACH. What is R0? What is R0? What is R0 in your RAM?
Ma'am, address of 00.
00. That is
00,
nothing but default register bank 0. That is nothing but default register bank 0, and that too default line, which is nothing but R0. R0 will represent the memory line 00H, that after executing this instruction 00H, which is nothing but R0, will be having what value? ACH. Why we are representing an 0 in front of your A is your compiler couldn't understand the alphabet. You need to tell that that is the data. So after your hash found symbol, you need to represent by 0 ACH. So after this 00H will be having your AC. Okay. Push 00H. The next instruction is push 00H. Now as of now we know that stack pointer will be having 30 and 00, which is nothing but register R0, is having AC. Am I right? The next instruction is push 00H. So what is the meaning of this is push in the sense you are going to push the data into the stack. And what is your stack memory that you have already assigned? That your stack pointer is now pointing 30. Okay. If after seeing the instruction of push, what your compiler will do is it will increment the value of stack pointer by 1. Now what is your current stack pointer value? What is the current stack pointer value? Stack pointer plus 1. Guys, I need the answer. Am I audible?
31H, ma'am.
31H. So now, before pushing the value into the stack, once it sees the push instruction, your stack pointer will be automatically incremented by 1. Now your stack pointer will point out the 31H. It is given push 00H, meaning whatever value available in 00H, push that value to 31H. That is the meaning. What is there available in 00H? You know, what is that available in 00H?
31H.
What is that available in the memory line 00H?
AC.
AC. So now after executing this push 00H, what will be available in 31H? I repeat, push 00H is nothing but whatever value available in 00H, push it onto the stack. That is the meaning. So before pushing the value, your stack pointer will be incremented by 1. Now your stack pointer is 31, and then it will push the value available in 00H to the currently pointed out position of the stack, which is nothing but 31H. Whatever value of 00H, that will be transferred to 31H. Now what will be there in 31?
AC.
AC. Is it clear what am I telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Next one is pop. Okay. Next one is I'm telling pop 00H. Okay. The pop 00H. I'll use one more push instruction. I'll tell you why. Again, I'm using push 00H. Okay. So before this push 00H, now what is your current stack point? I mean, what it will do before your push 00H? When it sees the push 00H, your stack pointer will be incremented again by 1. What is your current stack pointer position?
31H.
31H plus 1, which is nothing but 32. No, so now your sorry. So now your stack pointer will be pointing out 32. Okay, will be pointing 32. So in 32, again what it is given? Push 00H. So again in 32, what value will be having?
AC, ma'am.
AC again. Okay. Next instruction, what am I going to do is I'm using pop 00H. I'm going to use pop 00H. So pop 00H is nothing but I'm going to take the data from the stack. So before executing this instruction, as soon as it sees that pop instruction, your stack pointer will be decremented by 1. Your stack pointer will be decremented by 1. So what is your current stack pointer value?
32.
So 32 minus 1, which is nothing but 31. Now your stack pointer will point out 31. Pop 00H, meaning whatever value that the current the stack pointer is pointing. Okay, whatever value that is available in that memory location, take that value and put it in 00H. That is the meaning. You're getting me? What am I telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now push 00H again. So what will be there again in 00H? What will be there in 00H now? After executing this pop instruction. What is there in 31? What is there in 31?
AC.
AC.
AC. So now what will be there in 00H?
AC, ma'am.
AC. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So this is about push and pop instruction. Keep in mind, before pushing the value into the stack pointer will be incremented, and only after that your value will be pushed into the stack. Similarly, before executing your pop instruction, your stack pointer will be decremented, and then only it will take the data out from the stack. Okay, this is regarding your push and the pop instruction. And the next is your exchange. See, till your move as well as your push and pop, you're just moving the data. You're not exchanging the data. You're just simply transferring the data from the source to the destination, provided your source value will be erased when you place the data from the destination to the, sorry, when your destination value will be erased. For example, I'll repeat. For example, if I'm telling move A comma B, whatever value of B that is there in B, that will be moved into A, where the value of A will be erased. Okay, your value of A will be erased. So your destination is A. Whatever value that is available in the destination will be completely erased. Okay, that is your data moves. Whereas data exchange instruction is nothing but completely you are going to exchange the value between either a memory location or the accumulator, or from a register to a accumulator, and vice versa. So next is nothing but data exchange. So for that data exchange, we'll be using exchange instruction. Exchange instruction will be represented by XCH A comma R7. Okay. What is the meaning here? Whatever, let me assume that R7 is having 4, 4, and A accumulator is having 3, 3. After executing this instruction, what will be there in A? It is exchange. What will be there in A? And what will be there in A? R7? Any idea? R7 will be having
33.
33. A will be having 44.
44.
Okay, that is your exchange. That is your exchange. And the general format, either you can have exchange A comma a memory address, namely 30H. So from 30H, whatever data is available, move that to A, and from A, whatever data available, that move that to 30H. That is the meaning. Or you can use it as an index. This is what type of addressing, guys? This is addressing mode. What type of addressing mode is this?
An exchange, ma'am.
Oh, addressing modes I'm telling. You had read 4 type of addressing mode: immediate, register, direct, indirect.
Indirect, ma'am. Indirect.
It is direct.
Oh, direct. Sorry.
Because you are giving the address of the data. Okay. Now you tell me A comma at the rate of R7. Now what is this? Is this type of addressing mode? Either direct or indirect. Whenever you are using a pointer, that is indirect addressing mode.
Yes, ma'am. Indirect.
Data point. Okay, this is indirect addressing mode. And what is this addressing mode? What is A? It is a register. What is R7?
Pointer.
R7?
Pointer.
It's not a pointer. You are not using pointer at.
R7, ma'am, register.
Again a register. So what type of addressing mode? Register
Indirect.
addressing mode.
Register,
Okay.
yes.
Register addressing mode. Okay. So now one more instruction we have is exchange D. Exchange D A comma at the rate of R1. At the rate of R1. See, what does this represent is exchange only the lower nibble of exchange the lower nibble in A and the address in R1. Whatever data available in R1, that data exchange only the lower nibble. You're getting me? What am I telling? I'll tell you. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So move 32H comma ash 44. Okay, move 32H comma ash 44. So what does it mean? What does it mean? What does this mean? What type of addressing mode is the first instruction? Make it fast.
Indirect, ma'am.
Look at the first instruction. You have an hash symbol followed by the data.
Indirect.
What type of addressing mode?
Indirect, ma'am.
Immediate addressing mode. Only if you guys, I hope you remember, immediate addressing mode is nothing but whenever your data is a part of the instruction, that is said to be immediate addressing mode. Data will be placed as a part of the instruction. Okay.
So, ma'am,
And
hash,
we can
hash symbol
even
is not considered as pointer.
then only if you have a pointer, that is indirect. This is
Okay,
a pound
okay.
symbol which represents the data. You can even say this is an immediate addressing mode, and since you are using the memory here, 32H is in memory. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
move 32H, comma 44. It is nothing but we are moving the data 44 in the memory location 32. That is the first line. And the next line is move A, comma ash 65H. We are moving 65H to the accumulator. You are getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And one more thing I need to tell you. This is your program status register. I have discussed about this already. It's an 8-bit register. It is a bit addressable register. Each bit can be individually addressed, and how to see view the status of the register we will discuss while during programming. As of now, you understand P is the parity flag, O, V is the overflow flag, RS0 and RS1 is nothing but the register bank select bits. F0 is your user defined bit, AC is your auxiliary carry, CY is your carry. If RS0 and RS1 is 0, 0, that is default register bank will be selected, which is nothing but bank 0. And if 0, 1, if you are setting this is bit addressable register, meaning each individual bit can be set. PSW.0.1 can be, you can change each individual bit. 0, 1 means register bank 1, 1, 0 means register bank 2, and 1, 1 means register bank 3. Okay. Is it okay? Now, in this program, look at here, this is I have done set PSW4 and set B. Set B is nothing but set bit PSW.4, set bit PSW.3. What is the meaning is, what is PSW.0, 1, 2, 3, set bit PSW.3 and 4. So if both are 1 and 1, which register bank is selected?
3, ma'am.
3. Register bank 3 will be selected. So now I'm going to select register bank 3. Okay, and then I'm in the register bank 3. Again, I'll be having 8 registers starting from R0 to R7. So in register bank 3, I'm going to use move R0, comma ash 05H, move R1, comma ash 32H, are nothing but I'm going to move the data 05 to the R0. R0 belongs to register bank 3. Keep that in mind. Move 32, comma R1. Again, R1 belongs to register bank 3. Exchange D. Okay, exchange D is nothing but I'm going to exchange A1 at the rate of R1. At the rate of R1. What is there at R1 is, what is in R1? What is the value of R1?
32H.
32H. And it is a data pointer. At the rate of R1 means in R1, whatever 32 is pointing, that value will be exchanged here. What is 32 is pointing? What is that you have said in 32 memory location?
44H.
44H.
44H. Now I hope you remember all this. Am I right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now I execute this. Okay. Line by line memory location. See here, and before that. Okay. So now this is 0, 0. I have set PSW RS1, PSW.3 also I made 1 and 4 also I made 1. The rest all is 0. What is 0001 and 1000? 0001 is 1, 100 is 18. Am I right? So
Yes, ma'am.
PSW value is 18. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now, first 32 memory location should have 44. Okay, let me go ahead with steps. See, now A is having 65. Now A is moved to 65. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
And in memory, see, memory window can be viewed by view memory window. Okay, view memory windows. Okay, I have already enabled and I have kept it here. The D represents your data memory, which is nothing but your RAM memory, and you know that addressing is 8-bit. Okay, so in 32H, what value we will have?
44H.
44A.
So look here, I am representing D32. It is here somewhere. D:32. This is 20. Where here 44 is placed. Could you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So A is 65 now. Okay. A is 65 now. Next we are going to set first 4 and then 5. After this your stack pointer is 18. You're getting me? See here. Sorry. Program status word is 18. Could you able to see the left side? This blue
Yes,
color.
ma'am.
Okay. Now your PSW is 18. Then meaning is you have selected register bank 3. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll execute the next one. The R0 value is 05. Okay. In register bank 3. What is the register bank's 3 address? Do you remember? What is the starting value of register bank 3? It is 18. Am I right?
18, yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see this? Could you able to see
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see. After executing this instruction, R1 is having 32. Okay. Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Then it is not exchange. It is nothing but exchange D, meaning only the lower nibble of A will be changed. Now, what is your A?
Ma'am, 65H.
65. You please write that in a notebook. So, what is your lower nibble of A?
65H.
What is lower nibble of A? Nibble is a combination of 4 bits. Lower nibble in the sense the first D0, D1, D2, D3. What is your lower nibble of A? Either 6 or 5.
5, ma'am.
5. So the lower nibble of A is 5. Okay. So we are going to exchange only the lower nibble of A, which is nothing but 5. Okay. With the value that R1 is pointing. What is that R1 is pointing? R1 is 32H. What is that in 32H?
44H.
44H. So after executing this instruction, what should be your A? Instead of 65, it should be
5.
5H, ma'am.
that only the lower nibble is exchanged. The upper nibble retains as such. So what will be your A?
64H.
Yes, it should be 64H. So I'll execute it and show you. See here, see your A. Could you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you able to see this, guys? 64H. Only the lower nibble of A is exchanged. With that, with the lower nibble of this data. Both the lower nibbles will be exchanged, not the entire 8 bits. So A should be 64. What should be available in 32? Guys,
Yes, ma'am.
what will be there in
Yes.
32? One. Keep in mind only the lower nibble is exchanged.
45H.
Yes, see here. It is 45.
45H. Yes.
Could you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as I said, what is the register bank 3's first address? 18, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
18.
Yes, ma'am.
See, 18 should have 5. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
You have 5.
Yes, ma'am.
And 32, 19 should have 32. The next is 32.
Yes, ma'am.
12,
Yes.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Hmm?
Ma'am.
And 19.
Yes, ma'am. 18, 19.
18, 19 should have 5 and 32. Is it clear,
Yes.
guys?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I just stop the recording in both the sides.